Wonderful. Well, I'm here with my very good friend Mitch from Halter Ranch, and we've been interviewing winemakers and personalities about the grape Zinfandel since it is Zinfest. So I wanted to shed a little light to the man behind the vines at Halter Ranch, yourself. So I wanted to just kind of get your thoughts and feelings about the grape Zin.
Well, that's a very good idea, Eric. I am the grower. I grow the grapes that people enjoy. And I do grow Zinfandel, and I like growing Zinfandel. More than that, the reason I like growing Zinfandel is because I dry farm the Zinfandel, and I dry farm a lot of other varieties on our ranch. But also, I believe that the grape, it's extremely important as a grower to grow the best grape you can grow, and therefore making the best wines that the winemaker can make.
Yeah. And as far as, and I've asked everyone this also, and I'm very curious, as far as cooperage, how do you like your grapes after they're done and you send them off like children to college? How would you like them to be treated?
I'm not that familiar with making wine myself, and I just tell the winemakers when I deliver the grapes, don't screw them up. So I think that probably if it was up to me, I would say not a whole lot of oak going on there, not a whole lot of American oak or even French oak if it was up to me. Our Zinfandel is 20% new oak, new French oak.
Right on. And how much Zinfandel vines do you have underground out there?
Actually, we have 2 acres of Deaver clone out of 280 acres that I farm.
Nice.
Just 2 acres.
Nice. And did you get a chance to try any other Zins out here?
Oh, I had a great time trying all the Zins if I could, that I did try, and the neighbors next to me that I was pouring with. Our Zinfandel has 25% of Petite Syrah, and I think that added a little bit something else besides a straight Zin.
Yeah. And you said you added a Petite Syrah. That's an interesting idea because, originally Zin was made was planted with a lot of different varieties in the vineyards, right? Back in the old days?
Yeah, and these are sometimes I find that with farming that to move forward, you go back and look at the old days. They say eat your meals like your grandmother prepared them. And I think that farming, if you look back, you can farm better than if you go forward with a bunch of water and a bunch of synthetic fertilizers, and that's just my personal belief. So we have, at Halter Ranch, we have 1,000 tons of compost that we use every year, and a lot of cover crops that help add a little bit of biomass back to the soils. Yeah. And it's all about the soils in the end.
Yeah, definitely. And of all of the favorite foods that you have for Zin, what would you say is your favorite pairing, anyways?
A good pork stew, some kind of stew, maybe with pork in it. That would set me off good.
Awesome. Well, thank you very much for your time. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Now I kiss you. Good seeing you, Eric.
Now, as promised, let's head on out to the Paso Robles Event Center. So, Chris, just can you just talk a little bit about Zin, the variety, what it means to Paso, this region? I know it's indigenous to California. It kind of gets beaten around a little bit. You know, it's either you love it or you hate it.
That's right.
But for Paso, it's a very important variety.
It is, actually. It's really what helped put Paso on the map many, many years ago when people first started making wine in the region. You know, we had a lot of these Italian immigrants, as a matter of fact, way back in the early 1900s that were starting to bring that varietal to the region, doing some of those field plantings, as they called it back then, and making jug wine on the side of the road. Well, that jug wine soon kind of graduated into, you know, more refined wine. Pretty soon, other producers, you know, taking advantage of it, started to really make some really great wine that was actually recognized. As a matter of fact, that famous Polish statesman, Ignacy Paderewski, I believe one of his wines was well recognized internationally at one point in time. And the grapes, of course, Zinfandel, grown right here in Paso Robles. So a lot of great history. This festival, 20 years now running, and it's important to the region simply because so many producers make a Zinfandel. But what's really weird, though, is only about 9% of our total acreage is actually Zin. So there's definitely this kind of love affair with Zin in our area.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I agree. You know, even at the restaurant, when people ask me all the time about Zin and, you know, if it's good or not, you know, as far as being accepted here, oh, somebody just broke a glass. But it certainly is accepted. It has a place here. You can hear the roar from people.
That's Zinfandel Festival. You know, Zin is like, it's fun, it's vibrant. I mean, the grape itself, it's fun, it's vibrant, it's bold. And that's kind of the people that really dig it. That's why they're here, I think.
Yeah, definitely. I agree. But as I was saying, you know, Zin, you know, it's known for its big flavors. It's known for its boldness. You know, we were talking earlier about, you know, you can whip it out at the end of the dinner, you know, giddy up and get it going, get a conversation going. But for us here, for everybody here, it's a grape that's easily enjoyed. It's something that people get involved with early, probably as wine consumption, because it's so gregarious.
It's neat, though. I think our profile, though, here still comes across, just like many of the other winery or wines that are created here. The minerality that exists here naturally, and of course, just a very ripened product, a very ripened grape. So it's neat. It's our growing season's awesome. Paso is just so unique in that manner. So we're stoked.
It's nice. We have the luxury of having a very, very large ripening window. So awesome. Cool. Well, salud. Thanks so much for watching this evening. Please join us next Sunday at 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, where our friends here at the table will be Clayhouse Wines and the Paso Robles Inn Steakhouse. Until then, I'm your host, Erick Cadena, and salud.